I'm Andy and I'm a judge. I'm one of the people who cosplay, who go to conventions and dress in the heroes or the idols outfits. The reason I started collecting is because about a year and a half ago I wanted to dress for Halloween as Dredd, which is a character I'd first read in the 70s when I was a young boy in the magazine 2000 AD. So I got the costume, and then having got the costume, I started asking about the props from the movie. And the only thing that I really wanted was the bike that Dredd rode, because it's wonderful and a very, very impressive piece of machinery. I'd seen it on the screen and I wondered whether or not it was still available for sale. And after a long, circuitous journey, I got it. But that had wet my whistle, and then I started seriously collecting. Comic Con, yeah, because that's where it's going to be. So you could actually be sat as if you're looking at the bike. Do you want me to go the other side again with that red sheet? That's what identifies this bike as Dredd's.
Yeah. Your right hand corner, just push it a bit to the front.
So I'm taking it for the first time to a comic convention in Scarborough. It's going to be one of the centerpieces of the convention. The guys who run it are big Dredd fans. They're absolutely delighted that I'm not only prepared to take it, but bring in the rest of my collection as well. It's a big bike.
It is massive.
I'm not nervous about taking the bike to a comic convention, but I am conscious of the fact to not appear like a rich dick who's showing off his prized new possessions and rubbing other people's noses in it, because I do have the largest collection of Dredd, as far as I'm aware, in the world, based here in Manchester. Haha. I'm very, very conscious of the fact that I could just seem like an idiot who's walked in with a load of money, bought a load of stuff, and then suddenly wants to be adulated. Not interested in that at all. I buy this stuff for myself and I want to share it so other people can enjoy it. And that seems to have been understood. There's always an attraction to being the bad guy. And in Dredd, you've kind of got both in the same character. He's not only witty and cutting and cruel to the criminals that he's after, but he's also the absolute good guy. He's the enforcer of the law. He's the guy you look up to. He's the cop. He's the good cop. So certainly I can see elements, certainly in the unthinking adherence to the rules and regulations that he represents. I can see elements of that in myself, certainly in my former self. So it's a warning to me in some ways about how easy it is to drop into something, and then before you realise it's gone way further than you actually imagined it would be. I think that you can't help but admire him and kind of want to be him, and at the same time be horrified by him. But you can't help but enjoy the idea of like absolute good guys shooting down absolute bad guys on the street. No trials, no nonsense. It's almost like the Wild West in reality. The convention's been going really good. I'm really pleased with the reactions to the bike. It's been the star of the show. There's been queues of people coming in here wanting to see it. It's one of the few genuine original props from a movie, although everything on this stage is from the Dredd movie. It's quite unique to have something as iconic as the Dredd bike on stage.
Straight up on the bike.
Have you got a camera or something?
A little piece.
I think the significance to me of cosplay is it shows how much people want to get out of the boring lives that they actually inhabit most of the day. And I think it's partly symptomatic of how dreary our modern existence is, that we want to be the hero or we want to be the bad guy. We just want to do something that's different than what we do for a 9 to 5, a day-to-day life. And the other thing about cosplay that I enjoy, and you might want to finish on this, is that we get the possibility of dressing up like kids and acting like kids in a fun way, and I love it. You want the helmet? You need gloves really, don't I? I am the law.